Everybody, come on. Okay, I'm not gonna sing. Oh, so look at my jersey. Today is Bobby Bonilla Day. Bobby is a friend. He's been a client, an ongoing client, and he is one of the coolest, nicest, most caring people I have ever known. So, Bobby, like when I first met you, I had no idea. I mean, I don't watch. The only sports I watch, you guys, is boxing, MMA. I mean, I'll know like if LeBron was at Bonds or the grocery store, okay, I go, hey, that's LeBron James. But outside of that, I probably won't know who they are. Um, and so when Bobby and I got the opportunity to work together, I had absolutely no idea. But my publicist was a huge fan. And so I became a fan of the person, not the celebrity. And so the first time there was people said there's a Bobby Bonilla Day. I remember I was flying or something, Bobby. And I think I picked up a magazine, ESPN, or something was going on. I picked up the magazine and I saw this whole article. And Bobby never told me about it. I had no idea. And then I got to learn about it. So, I've worked with a lot of celebrities in my life. And people who are in those kind of positions where a lot of people know them. Of course, I have my own celebrity in my own odd, unique way. And there's nothing like meeting someone and becoming a celebrity of the person. So, Bobby, you are a good person, man. And I saw your commercial today, which, it needs to be with Diet Free Life. We need to work on that and make that happen. So, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to the studio. I got my Flavor Flav clock in the back. We got Color Quest over here. And I was like, you know what? Let me give a shout out to Bobby. And thank you for being a friend and a very, very nice human being. I respect you, man. Love you. And I look forward to seeing you guys sooner than later. I need a trip to Florida. But anyway, thank you. The other part of this conversation is this. July 4th weekend is here. So if you're catching the replay, this still pertains to almost every holiday. There are food pushers in our midst. What is a food pusher? Well, it's that person that pushes food on you. I saw this happen a couple weeks ago, right? The weather's starting to get better. People are getting out. They want to go to a restaurant, hadn't been there in a while. And you got some friends that come by and people they just want you to eat what they're eating. You could have all the focus in the world, but if you're not mindful, you will be mindless and you will find yourself eating and indulging in things where come Monday, you will say, man, why did I do that to myself? Why did I let that happen? Why did I? Don't let that happen. Trust me, if I was around you and your family and friends, and they want me to, take a little bite, you got to try this apple pie. Okay, I may take a bite, but if I don't want it, I ain't eating it. I'm thinking about me. I'm thinking about how I want to feel on Monday. I'm thinking about goals that I have in front of me. Now, a lot of you, especially my clients, you guys are looking leaner. People haven't seen you. You're getting these compliments. You're going to have people pushing it on you. Oh, you look good. Oh, come on, try some of this. Wow, you look really good. And they are going to push and they're going to push and they're going to push. It's mind-blowing. So when I meet people like that, to give you some tips, I'm very aware that they're pushing. But it ain't going to happen. I mean, it ain't going to happen. Now, if I want to eat something, I'll eat it. So like today, I was like, you know what? We don't really eat hot dogs. We don't eat a lot of processed food. And I'm talking about my daughters and I. And so I will have them for the 4th. And by the way, happy Canada Day. My daughters, they are dual citizens. So they celebrate today. I'm taking them out to eat tonight dinner to celebrate just being together because I love them, but to celebrate Happy Canada Day. Now, what does that mean? It just means same as July 4th. We're still going to eat what we want to eat. We just eat it in a mindful way. It's interesting. Many of you are going to fall prey to it. And trust me, in the words of Wayne Dyer, where he promoted the late, great Wayne Dyer, think from the end. Think about how you want to feel and eat that way. Now, if you're 25, maybe 30 something, I get it. You don't have enough wisdom to get what I'm saying. But if you're 50, 55, 60 plus, come on now. Come on. Tap into your wisdom. You know that, yes, going down as far as eating, that's one thing. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I had a great time. Oh, then you get home. Oh, man, my stomach. Oh, right? I feel bloated. I feel horrible. Why do that to yourself? Don't do that. You look, when we get together and you have family and friends, if I'm jumping into the lake and I'm jumping on the pool, I'm having a blast because of the people that I'm around and the people that I'm with. I'm exchanging amazing conversations. We're laughing. Okay, I may snack on some watermelon, snack on this and snack on that, but I'm not just going to be mindless and just do something where I just feel like crap on Monday. Anyway, I'm not hating. I'm not telling you not to do what you're going to do because we're all grown-ups. But I also know human behavior very well. I understand weight loss and weight gain very well. And I understand what is taking place during this time. Now, where I was going a few seconds or minutes ago was I want a hot dog on July 4th. I am going to eat a hot dog. Now, practically every hot dog, whether it's organic or not, is highly processed. And I know what that can do to me. But I also know that it's the amount of foods that I consume and the fact that I don't eat like that all the time. So I went to the store today to buy hot dog buns. And I went in thinking, if I'm going to eat a hot dog bun, ideally, I want to get sourdough hot dog buns. Man, I hope they make those, right? Because I buy, sourdough English muffins, and I love sourdough. And if you're new to me, you're like, why sourdough? Well, it's a prebiotic. It's ideal for my gut. It's fermented. Sourdough is really high in resistant starch, which is the same as dietary fiber. It's alive, and it converts to sugar slower than most whole wheat breads. So I'm going to go with sourdough. Now, I may have the processed link, whatever that's going to be. And I know that if I had two hot dogs in a bun, that's a fat burning meal. And then I'm going to make sure I have some beans. I bought some baked beans, which is a slow carb. I also have some black beans, and I have like a triad where it's like a mixture of beans. And I'll have that because of the dietary fiber. And that's a balanced fat burning meal. And then I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to eat everything else the way I would normally eat. I'm going to wake up early and get in a nice little workout. And I'm going to have energy throughout the day. And I'm not going to be that person saying, man, I wish I hadn't have eaten all that. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. So drink a lot of water. Be mindful and have fun. Live it up. Don't be that person that's like, well, you know what? After this weekend on Monday, I'm going to get back to it. Why are you doing that to yourself? Don't do that. And just keep your guard up because the food pushers will push. So as I come to a close, I want to share a couple things with you from a psychological standpoint. And those couple of things are, why do people push food on you when you say no? If you know the answer and you're catching me live, let me know, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Like, why do you think people push? Well, first is not the push, right? So the first time it's they're offering. And let's say they offer you this cake they made or this creamy something that you know is not fitting within the guidelines of what you're following. And they push it in front of you. Well, not push at first. They offer it. And then you say, oh, no, thank you. I'm good. And then they push. Oh, you got to taste that. This butterscotch pie. Man, I stayed up all night. I only made 3 of them. You want to eat something before it? It's really, really good. I would love for you to try it. They're going to like push in a way where you almost feel guilty if you don't. And that's because you're a nice, loving, caring person. But in reality, they're a food pusher. Because if you're an alcoholic, right, or you get to a place where you're in recovery and you don't drink alcohol anymore, you go to a party and someone says, oh, we got the best martinis ever. And they push the martini, they offer a martini and they don't know you're in recovery. And so you come back and you say, well, no, I'm good. Oh, you got to try this. And then you say, well, I'm in recovery. I don't drink alcohol. Oh, sorry. They're apologetic. They are loving and caring about it. And they go, oh, they feel like they offended you. Why doesn't it work that way when it comes to food? Right? So let's say it's cake. And you say, oh, no, thanks. I'm good. Oh, you got to try this. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, no, I got some goals I'm working on right now. And so I'm not eating cake. They won't stop. They go, oh, one bite is not going to mess up anything. Come on, you got to try it. They wouldn't say, oh, one little sip of wine to the person who says they're in recovery. They would back off and respect you. Why don't people respect us when we say, no, I don't eat that? You almost have to come back with defense because people are just pushing. Part of the reason why they're pushing is that they want you to eat that food because it helps them sleep better. It helps them feel better about themselves, because if you're not eating it and they are, then they feel like they should be doing what you're doing. So therefore, self-judgment on self. They judge themselves and then they push it towards you. That's what happens, people. I mean, since 1995, man, and before I was doing other things, but 1995, I've been in this game. I've heard all the stories. I've seen it. I've seen people be successful. I watched people ignore things. I watched people jump from diet to diet. That's why, when I meet people and they decide that they want to do whatever they're going to do, I'm telling you, if there's a better way to lose weight, if there is a better way to eat that's better than what we teach, I would be the first one to raise my hand up and say, that's a better way. There is no better way. There is none. And that's not cocky. I'm just telling you, there is none. None. There is no better way. No one could beat me in an argument over this or a debate. There is no better way. There is none. I'm telling you right now, there is none. And so it's kind of like when I used to teach martial arts, I'll never forget wanting to help everybody, wanting to save everybody. And I had this student and his dad, they came in, and the dad wasn't happy with the fact that I wasn't giving his son the amount of attention that he wanted. And I don't remember all the details, but I remember he said, I'm going to pull my son out of the school. And it really bothered me because I wanted to I wanted everybody to be happy, right? So I'm probably 23 years old at this time, and very successful martial arts school and career. And I say successful for a whole bunch of reasons. And no one would deny that, because anyone who's been around or know me all these years, to include publications, etc., it is what it is. I mean, I was the youngest to be inducted into the International Martial Arts Hall of Fame. I mean, I was into this. So it mattered, like my passion. It's the way I am with weight loss. I was into it. I thought about it, dreamed it, studied it. I did everything possible, right? And so if a student was unhappy and they left, I would it crushed me. And I had hired this martial art instructor to work with me. And he saw me in the office. I was upset. And he came in and he says, hey, I talked to Mr. whatever his name was. Actually, I know his name, but I don't want to put him on blast. But let's say Mr. Johnny. So Mr. Johnny, he said, I talked to Mr. Johnny, and they left and they're going to go across town to this other school. And I was like, yeah, that's sad because I really like this kid that I was training. And then he said, oh, they'll be back. And I was like, well, why do you say that? He goes, trust me, they'll be back. Let them go. I have seen that happen so many times when I work with someone, because once you experience the truth, you can't unexperience what you've experienced. Should I say that again? We have something remarkable taking place, you guys. The Diet for Life methodology is remarkable. You can make it work. Everybody can make it work for themselves. It meets a person right where they are, even for July 4th. So that being said, in closing, whether it's July 4th, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, doesn't matter. You can make it work. You can enjoy your fat burning meals and keep your body in fat burning mode and just continue to rock it out. So do me a favor and share this. Comment if you have a comment, you have some ideas. I would love to hear all about it. Let me read through and give a shout out to a few people that caught me. My man Dave, what's going on, baby? I'm glad you caught me live, so we're getting better at this. Yes, Wayne Dyer, he once said, think from the end. Before I eat a meal, I think about how it's going to impact me. Before I exercise, I think about how I'm going to feel after I do it. Because a lot of times I don't want to exercise. I'm tired. I want to get that extra sleep, or I want to do something else. But I think about how I'm going to feel afterwards. So I exercise. That's how I apply think from the end. What's up, Judy P? She says, hi, Robert. I buy sourdough hamburger buns. Yes, sourdough, man. I'm telling you, my dream, when I arrive to where I ultimately want to be in life, I'm that guy that's going to make fresh sourdough every week. My man Dan is good at it, and Dan is kicking butt. So Dan, I need you to help me out with that. I'm getting close. We're going to make that happen. Judy also says maybe they don't want to feel guilty overeating. Yeah. And what's up, Ruth? Some think it's an act of love. Yeah, that's true. I've gone many places. I grew up where, people wanted you to finish your meal before you could do anything, and they put love into it. And I love that kind of food. I love when they put love into it. I really believe that when you bless your food, it's healthier for you. I really believe that the person who's making your food or makes the food that you eat, if they're a good person, I believe that that's contributing toward how it's going to impact you. And I love myself. I love myself. So if the food does not fit at the moment, can I take that to go? You have to work on your communication skills because you love yourself. Now, people who don't love themselves, which is really sad, then yes, they're going to fall prey to that person pushing love on them. I share all the time, or many times I've shared the life stories of Mother Teresa. She was in Calcutta for over 30 years, giving and giving and giving. And when she finally left Calcutta, the press asked, why did you leave? After all of these years, why did you leave? And she looked at them and she said, because I was not getting any more joy. She was only there because it gave her joy. Was that selfish? Yes. Being selfish is smart. Being self-centered is being an a-hole. She was not self-centered. She was other-centered, meaning when you give to yourself and do for you what no one but you can do for you, you're then better able to give more of who you are to others. That's a principle. I know that if I don't work out, I'm grumpy. I'm not the best dad. I'm not as fun with my kids. But when I feel good, I'm that guy that's like, kids, you want to go to the pool? Hey, let's do this. Hey. I'm jumping in, diving, want to race, swim, get the rafts. Let's go. That's me. because I take care of myself, and others can do the same. Barry Sears, food is medicine. I remember Barry Sears when I was first getting into the game, the zone. Barry Sears, you know, I love a lot of the work that he did. I believe his work, Dave, contributed to a big part of a lot of the things that I do. Contributed, big part. Let's see. What's up, Sharon? Sharon Evers. The clock needs new batteries. Okay, what's that mean? Ruth, say I'll take peace home later. Yep, that's a good tip. You can do that with people. Judy says, Robert, some say you look great. You don't need to lose weight. Yeah, look, when someone looks at me and they go, what do you eat? You don't need to lose weight. Who the hell are you to tell me what I need to do? Same as who the hell would I be to tell you what to do? It's just mind-blowing when people feel the need to do that. You know, I had a client once named Magda, and Magda, or Maggie, she started at 336 pounds. Okay, hear me on this, 336 pounds. When she got down to 270 pounds, her mom told her she needs to quit losing weight because she's looking anorexic. True story. Well, she went on and went down to 135 pounds. That's right. She dropped 201 pounds. Boom. People say the weirdest things, but that's why there's a big part of their psychology is woven inside of everything that we do with the Diet Free Life methodology. It is a huge part of it. So, yeah, people say some things, but remember, you're doing what you're doing because you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for them or to please anyone else. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. One of the challenges is you want to build your strength, right? Your self-esteem, your self-concept, like how you see yourself. You want to work on that because if you don't, you'll fall prey to what other people perceive or what they would like to see. You got to do your own thing, man. It's kind of like a lot of people are walking around when someone comes to me and they bring up the vaccine and they say, hey, have you had the vaccine? This is my response. I was sharing this earlier with Lacey. I'm good. Now, in their mind, they go, okay, he had the vaccine. Someone else may be like, oh, okay. They don't even know how to respond unless they want to push. And they go, so did you do it? I said, I'm good. Like, what do you mean? Did you get yours done? Oh, yeah, I got mine done. Awesome. You're good. We're both good. So I don't give people that room to play those games with me. I don't do that. John Rogers, what's up, baby? I saw it, loved it. Best school I joined. Yes, John, we had great times, my man. So John trained with me in the martial arts, and John knows I'm all in, baby. And that's like even when I got into the whole work of rape and assault prevention, I'm all in. And when I jumped into the world of weight loss and nutrition, I'm all in. So imagine, John, the martial art guy that you knew, now helps people with nutrition, diabetes, getting off blood pressure medications. Oh, we're extremely successful with that. And I'm that guy that also don't get with the go along, get along. I'm just not going to accept the paradigm, the doctrine that's in place. Just not me. I don't even want to be that guy. That's why I like this guy, Kwame Brown, who is a former pro basketball player. I like his message. He's a YouTube sensation. I love what he's talking about, because there is a go along, get along in every industry where people don't want to create waves because they don't want to lose opportunities. So you sell out a little bit. I am 100% have never been that guy. Never. And I won't be. I'm going to chase the truth more than anything. And the truth is, let's help as many people as possible. That's the game I'm in. So if that's to go along, get along, then great. Okay, let's see. What's up? What's up, Tora? Jeffrey. Okay. Yeah, Kwame. I like Kwame. Kwame Brown. Check him out. He's got a YouTube platform now that's grown a lot. And I believe, Dave, you would know him because you follow sports. And I like what he is saying. I really like what he's saying, because a lot of the reasons why we don't make progress, even in health and nutrition, is because there's a go along, get along activity. And people just go with the flow. They don't push back. It's kind of like, let's say that you have someone who sells supplements. And I see this like every day I log on Facebook. They're going to sell and push supplements because that's part of how they get paid, whether the supplement is a good thing or not. Once they put in some money and get in, then they're in. They're in. And I'm just not, I can't be that. If it's not real and it's not right, and we know that, how can we just keep pushing that on people? It's like the whole thing with glucose, right? Everybody's focused on the glucose. It's part of what's going to help a person become healthier, but more focus needs to be on insulin, and then more focus needs to be on what causes these huge spikes of insulin and elevated spikes of insulin that is causing people to have all these autoimmune challenges, PCOS. Come on, man. We the truth is there. So I'm with Kwame Brown, and I hope I say his name right. I will work on that. If I didn't, I apologize, my man, because I love the fact that you just keep it real and you tell the truth, and you're helping people like just be real, instead of just going with the same old. Anyway. All right. So let me know what you think about him when you go there, Dave. Let's see here. Magic is very high on Kwame. Well, Kwame's great. I think he's amazing. Okay. Well, so my goal, you guys, was in this live was to say what's up to Bobby Bo. Love you, man. You're like a good person in my life, and I'm forever thankful that our paths cross and I have that relationship with you. I want to encourage those of you who really are focused on being your best when it comes to your health and your weight. And it's okay to say no to the food pushers. It's okay. Think it through. Be creative. Your goal is not to hurt anybody. You have a great heart. But a lot of those people are really sad on the inside. They're hurting on the inside. You don't see that, but a lot of those people, like, their guts are like turned upside down. They are stressed out because of their weight. Their blood pressure is going in the wrong direction. They're growing concerned. They want to see their grandkids. They want to have health. They want to be able to walk. They want to do all these things. But they go to what they feel the most comfortable with, and that's doing what they've been doing for a really long time. And unfortunately, it's not helping them. So be the light for them. Gandhi once said, be the change you want to see in the world. I believe that. And that's why you want to do the things that are going to help you feel and look your best. And when you follow through with that, people will see that. They're watching, trust me. And they may come around and say, tell me a little bit more about it. I don't try to, I don't encourage anybody to convince other people to eat or do what they're doing, because that just creates a debate, the same as politics and religion. Just stay the course for you. Now, if you eat outside of what you know is ideal for you, then do it in a wise way, because you have the knowledge, especially if you're familiar with the Diet for Your Life methodology. Just make it a fat-burning meal. It may be a meal that has fast carbs in it when the majority of your meals are probably protein and slow carbs. That's fine. One day ain't going to change everything. But when you stay the course, and I give a big shout out to to Trudy. Truly, you're rocking it. You were stuck. And you dropped 6 pounds this last week. 6 pounds. When you couldn't even lose weight. Everything came to a halt. We got to figure it out. And now you just got to see it through. But the food pushers will show up. Because there is a principle that says whenever you make a decision to improve any part of your life, opposition, adversity is going to show up. Come on. And I am not going to be a preacher one day. I can't see that happening. Hey, I love that. That's Zig Ziglar. Nobody cares what you know until they know how much you care. I care, my man. That's the only reason why I'm doing a live like this. The only reason why I do what I do is because I actually 1000% care. So you guys have a good one. If you know anybody who would like to reverse their type 2 diabetes, they would like to improve their overall health, they want to lose some weight, tell them to reach out to us. Even if they don't have money, we have things that we can do to help them take baby steps and make progress with improving what they want to see improved. I'm Rferguson, America's fat loss coach, certified nutritionist, author, and a guy who does care. Until the